You up
They
and
can call me,
set that
yeah.
up.
And the catch up on that one's $2,500. So that's a pretty simple program. Again, most of these plans were set up so employers can't overfund them. Back before ERISA was developed, back in '74, employers used to put a bunch of money away. Employees put very little away.
And
So
then
these
they also had the vesting schedule.
Right, exactly, yeah.
100 years worth of vesting or something ridiculous.
No, there are some onerous programs actually, and then if you're over 45 years of age, another thing to think about: if you make an exorbitant amount of income, which I know it's tough for some people, almost everybody, but with defined benefit plans right now for people over 50, you can put anywhere from $50,000 to $250,000 away a year. That's a highly sophisticated, expensive program, but it's available. I have a realtor this year. She wrote a check for well over $50,000. She had a miracle year with some big real estate deals. So the opportunity is there to expand on that if you need to. And then real quick, I just want to talk about, as we get in the election, we had the debate this week with Biden. We have the fiscal cliff, and this is being brought up. There's actually other radio advertisements out there. What's the fiscal cliff? What Dan was talking about earlier is part of the fiscal cliff. It's 4 key areas where we have to decide where's income taxes going to go, where are estate taxes going to go, where are capital gains taxes going to go, how will dividends be taxed, and then the debt ceiling on top of that. So all these things are going to be decided on top of the presidential election in the next 60 days. So as we roll out of here, remember volatility is the term you should get used to. We'll be talking in the next couple of weeks, and it will be bumpy.
Well, I was listening to Armstrong and Getty earlier this week, and they had, I love that show, and we were talking about how, listening to the debates, and how some people, they'll change their mind as to which president they're going to vote for based on the vice president's debate. And it's like, the vice president doesn't really do anything unless he's bending the ear of the president.
Is he the 101st or 100th vote in the Senate, I think, is the vice president's real
Yeah,
job.
101st.
101st?
101st, yeah, exactly, yeah.
Getting to the bottom of the barrel there.
Yeah, exactly.
We have nobody left. Who can count?
Well, that's a lot of great information, Lou.
Yeah, no, again, these are just basics. I like reviewing periodically because people need to take advantage of them.
Absolutely.
And I know it's going to be bouncy, but they're in the end, and Mark just said it earlier, and it's dead on point. The fact that we have no yield to the banks means that people are going to do other stuff. They're going to do hard money lending or investments,
Investing,
and they're going to do probably invest in equities if they can find decent ones that they like, because in the end, that's the only place to go. And
the market's been up. And,
right. That's part of the reason, is that people don't know where to put their money. And corporations which are not doing well, I'm not going to jump up and down and say the outlook's positive.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of earnings warnings. We're hitting a little bit of a soft patch. Confidence is up. Unemployment's down a little bit. Not enough, economically speaking. But in the end, where are you going to put your dollars? And corporations are sitting on more money now than they ever have in their history. So are they a weak place to put your money? No. They can pay your dividends. They can expand their businesses over time. Hopefully M&A picks up next year, but we'll wait. What they're waiting for is the tax referendum to come down to figure out what they can do when it comes to M&A.
Mark, we have just a very short time. Is there anything you want to add?
Well, the real estate market is still stable, and I still hear complaints from my borrower clients that they can't seem to find enough inventory to make offers on. So, we're all kind of wondering, and maybe the banks are kind of waiting for the political dust to settle before they decide.
They are, because the government has just sued a large bank because of making reckless home mortgages for over a decade, and they said that they had to pay out over $190 million. And that's just one of these banks, unfortunately, is make it more than just their hand slapped.
Where's the $190 million go? That's my question.
Yeah, that's a very good question. Write your congressman on that.
Right.
All right, guys, thank you very much. It was good having Dan here. Okay, thoughts for the day. A lot of love making can unblock a stuffy nose because sex is a natural antihistamine. And it can also help combat asthma and hay fever. And since I got all that, maybe I'll get lucky tonight. Hope my wife is listening. Tune in next week to The Best of Investing. We're going to be giving away 9 more free vacations for answering trivia questions. Thanks for listening. On behalf of our team, I'm Edward Brown, wishing you the best of investing. So long.